Alright, so I just ended up like waking up and writing in a notepad like Mario Party 3 versus Pummel and like Black Ops 1 versus Valorant and CSGO and all that shit, but I just like, I don't know, like I just woke up and I ended up watching this video. It was like a small video on, or maybe not small, it was like 30 minutes, but it was like why Black Ops 1 was so great as a game. And I'll link it down in the description, but it basically went over like the campaign and the story and how it related things to, it had like real life events tied in. It went over like the content of the multiplayer and the zombies, and just overall it showed you like how much effort and like content was put into the game. And it just kind of got me thinking like like obviously immediately I thought of like Valorant because a lot of people just play Valorant right now, like for the past couple months ever since like it was announced and like hyped up. And it just kind of reminded me of the idea that I had when I like played Valorant for a couple hours, and like by watching the gameplay as well and seeing like the crazy numbers that they were playing on Twitch when drops were first enabled. Like it was obviously like this whole marketing thing. It was like how to hype up the game and make it popular. You know, like it's already being released by Riot Games, so off the bat it's gonna be popular, right? But like my impressions of the game haven't really changed, which is that I don't think the game is that good, like compared to Black Ops 1. I feel like it, like, I mean, it doesn't stem from me making the comparison, but it just stems from like me looking at the people playing it, right? Especially when I first played, like everyone wanted to play that game, but like if you really like stop to think about it, you're like, wait, like why do you want to play this game so badly? It's like people only really want to play the game because their friends are playing it, because their favorite streamer is playing it, and the streamer community is playing it, like the streamers themselves, but also their own communities. Like, you know, like XQC and Pokemon and all those people and all the CSGO guys, like Shroud and stuff, they're all playing Valorant. Especially when it was first released with drops, and everyone just wanted to get to play the game as well because it was like this exclusive thing. But and eventually it like dominoed down to literally everyone that played League, and just everyone in general that played games in PC. You know, shooters mainly shooters too, right? It was like mainly League and then shooters, or maybe the other way around. Mainly shooters and then like the League people. But it's like it doesn't feel like a genuine like it doesn't feel like people genuinely like the game. Like I don't know, I think some people genuinely think that the game is really good, but I don't think they've had the other games to compare it to. Like I don't think anyone that's ever played Black Ops 1 will look at Valorant and be like, ah shit, yeah, this is 10 times better than Black Ops 1. Like I like the only people I could see saying that are the people that already like hated Black Ops 1 because they like Modern Warfare or Halo or something, and they have like a permanent hate for the game or something. But like from the people that played Black Ops 1 and enjoyed the game, I don't think any of them are like going to Valorant and thinking, wow, like this game is like mind blowing. It's like there's some next gen shit that they're like incorporating here or anything. Like it just really feels like the quality of games have gone down over the years because of marketing and like um because of marketing and what was the other word? Fuck. I have to like read it off the notepad memo or whatever. Hold on. Marketing, what did I say in the post? What did I say? I said like marketing and how to monetize it. Yeah, it's just like companies care more about like how to monetize a game and how to like market it to hype it up to get people playing it, to like get that first few like that download, and to get like your friends playing it, to get people talking about it, discussing the game. But like the actual game itself, over the years, I feel like the quality of games has kind of gone down. Like people, like it feels like the experience when you play the game, the amount of content and the experience is either put behind like a lot of in-game like marketing, like a lot of this is different from, because obviously marketing is like a Twitch drops things, but I mean like in-game like promotions and advertisements of like, oh, you gotta buy these many points to get these loot crates, and oh shit, it's the month, you know, it's been 2 months, here's the next event, and here's all these skins, and like here's this new like small mini game and mini event and mini story. And it's like the games nowadays are focused more around that, around like what in-game items or in-game cosmetics you pay, or what new hero gets released to like keep you playing. But there's not enough effort being put into like how good are we making the game itself, you know, without the skins, without the events, without having your friends playing it. How good is the game itself? Like if you were just playing with like 10 people like locally, like if you just think about that mentally, like playing with 10 people locally, like 10 of your friends, and you had to choose from a catalog of games, which games would we play, and you like cycle through 10 games or something, would Valorant be in like your top picks of game, even among like all-time shooters? Like it probably wouldn't, right? Like because there's just way better games. Like even if they weren't shooters, even if they're like party games, the other things like Pummel Party. Like if everyone had like the option to go Pummel Party or Mario Party 3, which one are we playing right now, right? It's like no one's actually gonna pick Pummel Party, at least from the people that have played Mario Party 3 and have enjoyed the game, like even just a bit. Like if they had the option on their PC every time they boot up, if they had access to Pummel and access to Mario Party 3, literally no one would pick Pummel Party. Like only the people that didn't have the Mario Party 3 experience would pick it. And so I don't know, it just kind of bothered me. Like, and I don't know what gameplay I'm gonna be using in the background for this, but I just kind of wanted to talk. I don't even know if people are interested in this kind of stuff because it's kind of long. But I'll try and just keep it short and just end the video here. But like, I don't really understand why nowadays we have to we're basically like, we're at the mercy of what new release there is. Because for the example of Call of Duty, they released a new video game every year, so like, and I transitioned from like Black Ops 2 to League, which are two completely different games, right? But like 2 years after I started playing League, I would definitely be down to just like casually play Black Ops 1 with like friends or something if I had access to it, right? But the reason why I don't play it, or like the reason why I didn't play it, is because like literally by the time people were playing Black Ops 2, it was like 2 years after Black Ops 1's release. By that point, like no one's playing Black Ops 1. We were playing Black Ops 2 and the game before that, Modern Warfare 3, but literally no one's playing Black Ops 1. And so like you can imagine like 2 years after I started playing League, literally like less than no one was playing Black Ops 1, right? Because if by Black Ops 2 no one was playing Black Ops 1, then you can imagine like how much less people are playing it by like 2 years after that, right? Like 4 years total after the game was released, when they're already at like the 20th Call of Duty, you know, like. And then on top of that, by that point, I'm pretty sure the lobbies were filled with hackers because the company stopped supporting the previous game after the next release, right? So Black Ops 1 was released, and Modern Warfare 3, that was Sledgehammer or Infinity Ward, and then Black Ops 2 comes out by Treyarch until they stop supporting Black Ops 1. So like the games just get filled with hackers. And yeah. But I don't know. It just kind of feels like I just don't understand it, man. Like I wish everyone nowadays that we had that option, that we had that availability of like, and we had and we could like revive old games. You know, like this is why, for just from like a spectator perspective, sometimes I follow like Smash, like Melee, like the last year and a half, like after the documentary was released, and then like a bunch of people, like I don't know how long the documentary was released, but maybe like 2 years or something. Like sometimes I like watch some Smash content, right? Like Smash Bros. Melee, and like the whole competitive scene. And the thing I can admire about those people is like those people were very like loyal to their game, and they like recognized like the greatness of the game. Like, do you see people playing Brawl nowadays? Like, do you see like, is there a Brawl community? No, no one plays Brawl. They like the people that played Brawl moved on to the next Smash and then the next Smash, right? They moved on to like Smash 4 and then they moved on to Smash Ultimate. But the people that played Melee just literally stuck with Melee the whole way through. And so like that, I feel like I can admire, and I don't know. I feel like just we should have more revivability of our games, because the shit that like shit as beautiful as Mario Party 3, and if you've never played it, you gotta play it. But I guess there's like a whole netplay community. You can find it. I'll link some shit in the description, okay? But like, if you haven't played Mario Party 3, like, I can just tell you, it's at least 10 to 20 times better than Pummel. Like no cap, it just 100%. It's like undebatably, it's just better. And I feel like there is some debate with Call of Duty, because you could be like, oh, Valorant's competitive, and then Call of Duty's like more casual. But then like I feel like if they just introduced like a competitive mode to Black Ops, like if hypothetically speaking, like if Black Ops 1 was revived and they introduced like a competitive mode, like that shit would be. And they cleaned up some of like the hit detection. I feel like that shit could be just as competitive. Like I really don't see why. Like we had competitive matches back then. It was just like, it's like the CS:GO versus Call of Duty thing, where it was like, oh, this thing's more hardcore and like easier to die, more punishing, or like there's like no head glitching, this and that. But like I feel like it could be just as competitive, like on the same like on the same level field. Like maybe one's more competitive than the other, but they would both be like comparably on the same level of competitiveness, you know? It's not like some casual shit, like some casual party game, and like one's like a party game. Like no, they're comparable, right? So like yeah, I feel like games should have more reviewability, so that like ideally speaking, like we would just have a game like Black Ops 1 available to play right now. Like literally, right? And people would be hyped about it, right? People would, your friends, like if your friends were playing Black Ops 1 on PC and like it was like a new release, I feel like everyone would play it, right? So I just think like there's no reason why we shouldn't have that option available right now, where it's like we have that option to play Black Ops 1. You know, the games just die over time. And I don't really understand why, is I guess what I'm saying. Or I guess I don't understand, because obviously there's compatibility issues, right? But like, why don't they revive the games like they did with old school RuneScape, where they just like brought back RuneScape from '07, because the game was so shit, like the new one. So many people disliked it. It was so controversial that they had to bring back the old one. So like, why didn't they do that with Call of Duty Black Ops 1? Why don't they do that? Why don't they do that with Mario Party 3? Why can't we like... And obviously the conclusion I came up with was like, I guess is because if you think about it nowadays, everything has to have like this next level marketing strategy of like, okay, for the next 2 months you're gonna play this one game for this 2-month event. You're gonna play this game for the Spirit Blossom event. You're gonna play this game for like the Spirit Blossom skins. You know, and then a new champ gets released, a new hero, a new whatever, a new character. Now you're playing for the next 2 months for this next thing, and then the next 2 months you're playing for this thing, and then you know, and it just keeps going like that. And it's like, oh, we got these new guns, these new maps. It's like a game doesn't need that. Like Melee hasn't had a patch since it was released in like whenever the fuck that shit was released, 2003 or some shit, right? 2002 or 2004, somewhere in there, right? Mario Party 3 doesn't need a patch to be better than Pummel. Black Ops 1 doesn't need a patch to be better than Valorant. So like, I don't know. I just feel like there has to be a way where the game can be brought back, and it's got a very, like, I guess because obviously they have to make money, but I'm not saying they don't make money. I'm saying like make it very minimalistic. Like don't shove like random ass skins. Like I mean, I guess if it has to come to the point of skins, I'm fine with skins, but just don't make them too flashy and too like I don't. I'm not trying to see people here with like pink guns and shit. Like I'm not trying to see people on like pink costumes and shit where I'm just like, what the fuck am I in the fucking circles? Like, why am I playing against people like running around in like these pink suits and like I like the whole memes about how I don't remember what Call of Duty, but one of the Call of Duties was like filled with loot crates and all these like fucking like the Cookie Monster costume or some shit. Like I don't want to see that, like I don't want to see anywhere close to that. I just want to see if it's monetized. I want to see a very minimalistic thing. Like maybe make it subscription based. Oh shit, you gotta pay $5 a month. Oh shit, you gotta pay $10, but some shit, Maybe make it like that, but like don't ruin the game by like, oh, I'm gonna release a new weapon and a new. Oh shit, there's gonna be like 50 new maps, 50 new weapons, 50 new costumes, 50 new camos and shit, 50 new attachments. Like nah, just keep it very, very, very minimalistic. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I went long enough. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. This has been around 2582. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to hear more, if you have any comments, quotes, questions, queries, just leave them down in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Hidden by shadows. Implore. Event horizon. The song between